Hello, hello, hello. This is Frida. Welcome to my channel. I am making a new design. I'm creating my design as I go. These are, you can see, they're 100% wool. And I just made some decorations, just playing around with it to create something one of a kind. So for this tutorial, I am going to show you how to make the couchant collar. I've been knitting most of my life, and I have knit a couple of couchant collars, not the pattern itself because I make my own. And I'm not a native, just to point out, but I really like their collar. It's nice and close, and it gives you that small shawl effect. So what we're going to do is, as you know, couchant cardigans are knit in one piece, and that's what I love about knitting. You don't have to do sewing after, because us knitters, we hate doing sewing. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up stitches. Okay, first we're going to knit from here, pick up stitches from the back side of the body. No one taught me how to do this. I'm just looking at pictures, videos, and so on. So I've been doing this for years, and I check no one is showing how it's done. Unfortunately, I check. No one is telling their secret, I guess. But it's super easy. So I wanted to share this tutorial with you. And then we're going to pick up stitches, and we're going to go and do the tricks and techniques, and I'll show you how to do that. And then so the collar would be closed up to here like this, and then I'm going to pick up stitches because this is a v-neck, and I'm almost done. I'm going to divide the body parts about 1 inch or so later, and then I'm going to knit from here with the white color, and the collar is going to be done with this color as well. Okay, so I just wanted to show you my new project that I'm working on, one of my new designs that I'm trying to use up the yarn. Here I have spun this, I have knit it, but it's too small, and I used the tiny knitting needles, which I shouldn't have. And here are the rest of the wool. That's 100% wool. So this is what it looks like. So let's get started on how to knit the couchant shawl collar. Okay, so I'm going to use a smaller crochet hook, a knitting needle. The body I am knitting with number 8mm knitting needle, which is a 11 US 11 size. So I'm going to grab my 6mm knitting needle, and I'm going to be using 100% wool. You can use any yarn you have in your stash. You don't have to go and buy. But I just wanted to share this collar because I did make the Lebrowski shawl collar that is different than this one that I'm going to be showing with. So this is the back of the body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick stitches from here, and I am going to skip. So this is the raglan, right? So I'm going to start from here. I'm just going to grab my crochet hook, and then just secure that right there. I can make that a little bit longer, and I can weave that because wool is very expensive. Especially 2022, the prices went up the ceiling. So now we are very scared to waste any tiny bit of yarn. Okay, I'll weave that in. Okay, so this is one stitch. So I'm going to come here and grab just picking up stitches. So I will skip because I don't want to pick up on every spot, because then it will be wavy, right? Too much fabric. We don't want that on the collar area. So not on the big holes. I'm skipping the big holes, as you can see. Sometimes there's big holes depending on the yarn, I guess, and the tension that I have knit with. Sorry about my voice. I have this terrible cold, and I just couldn't wait because I want to knit up the collar and see how it looks like on this design. Okay, here we go. So this is how it looks like. I'm picking up from the right side of the work, and the wrong side is right here. Sometimes people say, why don't you knit it separately and then knit it? I did that. I did that as well. I did that on my several cardigans that I have knit. But I prefer it this way because it's really hard to sew it. You have to pin it. This way I can control it, right? Yeah. So I'm not going to go into this big hole. I'm going to skip that one automatically. Go to a smaller stitch. Just like this. I'm not counting how many stitches I have because I don't care. I just need to knit the collar. So that's the reason I don't write patterns, because I would never know. I work with measurements, and believe it or not, I started with 40 stitches, and I am going to make this one size would wear this up to 2 extra large. Now I'll do a showcase. Okay, so I came to the other side of the raglan on the shoulder area, and then we're going to leave that part, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to knit. I'm going to knit 2 sides to give that purl effect. And here we go. It's going to be a colorful raglan. So I'm going to knit the front, the first stitch and the back stitches always, because I need to give that texture that you see on the collar, to give that Cochin collar effect. I haven't learned this from the natives. I wish I did. I did see a native lady knitting in Victoria, but I was shy to ask her questions. I didn't want to disturb her because she was knitting a hat, I believe, and they were selling them on the street. Because I'm a knitter, right? You always see wonderful things. Okay, so I knitted the last stitch, and I'm knitting the beginning as well, so I can give that effect look. Well, it's not going to be effect look because I'm going to be picking up stitches, so it doesn't matter this part. The other side matters, which we're going to pick up stitches from here and then the other side. So yeah, it's going to be done in this is 1 process, 2 process, and 3 process. I don't know how many rows I'm going to be knitting. I'm just going to look at the measurement. I want to see how it folds, and then the folding is important, right? When you fold the collar, and how long you want it to be folded. So I'm going to continue knitting. Nothing else. I'm just going to knit. But after, let's say, I'll come back. So this is 1 ridge. As you can see, I knitted 2 to make 1 ridge. So after maybe 4 ridge, I will come and show you, and we're going to do some decreases here on both sides, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I knitted about 4 ridges. As you can see, it's not enough. I'm not going to do any decreases. I thought I could do decreases, but no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue crocheting. I would say, I don't know. See, when you fold it, it has to come down here, right? So I need to have that length to fold it. So I would say 3 times this amount. So I will knit and I will come back to show you. So this is 4, so 8, 12, maybe 12 ridges, and we'll see how it looks so far. And when I fold it, I want it to come up down here when you fold it, right? When you fold the collar, when it folded this way. So I will do that and I will be right back. Yeah. Okay, so I have knit 12 ridges. I'm counting these pearls as ridges, but when I fold it, it's not enough. So I'm gonna knit, I don't know, 3 more. So it would be total of 15. I think 15 will do the job. And then we'll go from there. Okay, I'll be right back. Just wanted to show you. This is the back of the collar. And when you fold it, that's how it looks like. It's fluffy. The wool feeling. So nice and soft. I have knitted about 15 ridges, if you count these. And I think this is enough for the length. When you fold it, this is how it's going to look at the back, okay? So I'm just going to bind off, and I'm going to bind off the way that I bind off. It's super easy. So what I do is I knit 2 stitches to 2 stitches together, yarn on the front, just like this. You could do it yarn on the back, but I want to give that that pearl effect on the edge, and I slide it to the next needle. Knit 2 together. And put it back and knit 2 together. So I continue knitting like this, and it gives me this nice edge look. That's what I'm aiming for. So I'll finish it and I'll be right back. I'll finish, well, can knit it with you so you guys can see. Knit 2 together, put it back, knit 2 together, put it back, knit 2 together. And it is does stretch. See, gives you that pearl effect, and on the other side it gives you that knit effect. Just like this. If I'm knitting fast, you can go to settings and you can slow it down. I get that question a lot. Can you slow down? I'm sorry, no, I cannot slow down. But you can go to the settings and you can slow the video, and then you can follow it that way, because this is the slowest I can go. And this is my slow when I'm doing my tutorials. And if I'm doing this, then I can't do slower than what I'm already doing. Okay, and the last stitch I knit 2 together and I'm done. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And when you fold it, well, that's the main thing, right? We're going to be where the cardigan is going to be worn. When you're wearing it, it's going to be folded. Okay, so now we're going to pick up stitches. I'll start it from the right side. And then I'm just going to pick up 3 stitches at a time. And then the more I knit, the more I'm going to pick up stitches. And that's what we're going to do this part of the collar. Okay, before I do that, I'm just going to make a knot here. And then this is wool, right? So just gonna twist a little bit. It's really strong. I wanted to break it. Here we go. Okay, so I broke it. And what I'll do with this, I will weave this. Super easy. This is the yarn that came out. Okay. Unfortunately, I need to pick up stitches from here. Yeah, there's no other way. I can do it this way, but that would be, maybe I can. Yeah, it has to be done this way. Let me see. Maybe I can do it. Why not? Let me do something unique. Yeah. Okay, so just grab my crochet hook. Oh, jeez, I lost that one. I wanted to, well, why am I doing this? Yeah, I wanted to pull it in so I can weave it later. Yeah, here we go. So that's one stitch. I think 3 is enough. And then every row, what I will do is I'll increase. I'll pick up stitches from both sides. Okay, so here's one. Here's 2. Yeah, but the thing is, when I do it this way, it won't be the same effect. Yeah, unfortunately. That is the reason. Yeah, we always pick it up from here. Sorry, tried to do something, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Okay, let me pick it up this way. Because it has to be the same. Because this way you would see the seaming area. It's not the seaming area. Yeah, unfortunately, but it gives you that effect. And even when we're picking up stitches. Okay, here's one. Here's 2. And here's 3. Okay. So I'm just going to move these to the knitting needles. And I'm just going to knit as I knit 2 sides. Wrong side, right side. Okay. So here, knit, oops, 2 up, knit, knit. Okay. So I'm going to pick up a stitch from here. Maybe I'll pick it up from here because I want to give that effect, unfortunately. Okay, so what I'll do is I will come here and then I will pick up a stitch. A crochet hook. Yeah, if you have a crochet hook, it's really helpful to pick up stitches like this. Knit, knit, and when we come here, we're going to pick up a stitch right here. Yeah, see? So we're going to be picking up stitches as we go up till here, up till where we start here, the V-neck area right here. I would even go, yeah, even I would even go down here. And I turn my work. So this is one side, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side as we, so knit, knit. Maybe it's better to pick it up from here. Yeah. Turn my work. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Because it's, did I come to the same stitch? No, it wasn't the same. So next stitch, I would come here. I know it's a little bit big, but yeah, I would come here, and the next row I would come here, and I think I'm going to knit. And then you can count how many rows you would have to knit. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. I'll do 13. So 13 rows. That's how we knit. Picking up stitches, just like this. Put this back here. And then knit that stitch. Knit, knit, knit. Okay, and then we come, and then we pick up a stitch from here, just like this. See, these are the areas that we pick up the stitches. That's why I knitted, so you can know where to pick up. So if we count these, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, we did 15 ridges, right? So that's how many we have to knit. So the other side would be the same. Just pick it up like that, and you turn your work, and then you continue knitting. I hope this tutorial will help you, give an idea how to knit the Cochin shawl collar, because there's no tutorials at all. I looked everywhere for years and years and years and years, and I made the shawl collar for my Lebrowski cardigan that I made up. Even I never liked how it turned out. I always wanted to make this one, but unfortunately it doesn't have the purl effect on the Lebrowski. It has the 2 knit 2 purl effect on the collar, so I had to duplicate that. And so I picked up the stitch. As you can see, that it's a bit better to pick it up from the other side. It's easier. Let's point it that way. So I was talking to a knitter like me. She said she lives in Turkey. She said she never even saw a collar like this. She said you need to make a tutorial, definitely. It's unique. Yeah, I looked everywhere. Other countries' tutorials, no, there's no tutorial at all. So here we go. I made it. I don't want to name it the Cochin because I don't want to get offended with other cultures. Here we go. Picked up the stitch. Turn my work. And I do have a tutorial on how to pick up stitches when you're knitting the edge of a cardigan. So you can go into look into that as well if you write down how to knit the edge of a cardigan. I already have. If I will pin it so you will get the idea if I don't forget. But if you go to my videos and then put that whichever you're looking for under the search button, you can find it. It's super easy. Then I come and I grab a stitch here, just like this. Turn my work. This is how it looks like when you look at it. I will tag it or shawl collar. I don't want to get anybody offended. But I just wanted to share how you can knit the collar. Right? This is a nice technique. Okay, so I'm just looking, which one did we pick? We picked that one here. So I come here and I grab a stitch just like this. So knit, knit, knit. This cardigan, I will finish it. If it fits me, I will do a fashion show. If it doesn't fit me, I will show it. I will post it on my Etsy shop because I want this to be sold. Yeah. ASAP. I sold a cardigan less than 4 months, so that was unique. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it waits. Okay, here's another stitch I don't want to miss. Sometimes I don't want to miss any other. It looks like I skipped one here. Yeah, so I don't want to do that. So what I'll do is just grab it from here. And I'll hold it like this. Yeah. I think this is the better way to do it because it looks like I skipped one. Well, I didn't actually skip it. I went to the other side, but yeah, I'll do it that way. Pick it up from the front, then continue knitting. So this is all to it. Okay, I'm going to knit a couple of rows because I will finish up to here. I'm going to just repeat what I've been doing. Nothing fancy. This is how it looks like so far. So when I come here, hopefully I'll be way down there and I will show you how it looks like and then we'll start the other side. I've been knitting, 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 and so far I'm almost at the last. So just wanted to show you to pick up the last stitch and show you how it looks like. So here's the last one. I'm just going to pick it up from here. Just like this. And then I'm going to knit. Just wanted to show you the half of it. I'm going to knit about 3 rows maybe. Just to see how it looks. Let me just flat lay this and give you a... So... So I'm gonna knit, I don't know, I'll just figure it out as I knit. So it will give me that thickness on the edge here. So this, again, this part has to be done as well. I put my tag on. See what I mean? I need to knit a couple of rows so I can give that thickness. Okay, so I just wanted to show you so far how it looks. And when I bind off, it will give me this perfect collar. And yeah, so I will knit. Well, actually, I can't knit a couple of rows, right? That's the thing. So what I'll do is maybe 2 more rows. Let me figure it out and I'll be right back because I don't want this to be higher than here, right? It has to be equal. That's the other thing. Okay. Well, let me see if I can do something. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's the good thing about YouTube, because we do the work and we come back and show it to you. Yeah, and I will weave this as well. Okay, so I have knit and I came back and I'm going to bind off. Unfortunately, I can't knit as many rows. I thought I could, but no, because of this, I don't want this height. What? It is curling towards this side, so I can play around with it. Just looking at it. Can you see? So when we fold this, yeah, you know what? I can knit. Yeah, let me just knit a couple of rows. I just wanted to show you, because it's not going to be the same height as this, because it's going to be curling towards, it's going to be like a eclipse. Yeah, round, like half, right? Yeah, I can get away with it. So I knit back and came back, so 2 rows. Let me knit 2 more rows and I'll figure out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have knit about 3 ridges. That's about 6 rows. I think it's enough. I don't want to make it any wider than it is. Okay, so I'm going to bind off from this side as I did it on this one, because I want, when you fold it, I want that purl look on the back and the knit look on the inside when you fold it. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to bind off. If you want to knit more, you are welcome to knit, but I think 6 ridge. This is how, pardon me, 3 ridges, 1, 2, 3, so that's about 6 rows. When you knit it, it's enough, yeah. But if you want to make it wider, you're welcome to knit that. Okay, so I'm just going to bind off, and I will finish this. And I will come back, and we will do the, we will start doing the other side. It's going to be symmetric, same thing. So 15 rows we're going to be knitting, because I did knit 15 ridges. So that would be about 30 rows, I believe, because we need to knit 2 rows to make 1 ridge. That's how you can figure it out another way, because there's 15 here, and then 15 and 3 ridges extra. Well, to pick up, I mean 15 rows we do pick up from both sides. And be cautious not to miss any stitch. If you do, then you have to rip it off and start all over again. Okay, so let me just finish this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I bind off. I just want to show you a trick. See how straight this is? And this part, it has a corner. We don't want this, right? So what I do is unfortunately, we do some tricks. So this is what I do. I poke my needle and I come here and I pull it. See, it gives me, I should have picked this one too. Well, I can do that. See, it gives me that round, yeah. Let me grab this corner as well and pull it. See? Ta-da! Isn't this nice? It gives me this trick. So, it's wool, nothing to worry about. Sometimes we need to do this, right? That's fun about wool. You can play around with it and you can felt it. See, isn't this lovely? Ta-da! I wish I learned how to do this from the Koika knitters. Couchin. Yeah, I wish I learned how to knit from the Couchin knitters. Oh, I wish I was close to where they live. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. I did live in Penticton. I didn't see any talented ladies that can, share their talents. So this is the half. well, not half, like this is the half. So I'm going to pick up stitches from here, and I'll just show you how it looks like when you lay it down. Well, it will look way better on the mannequin. See? Oops. Okay, I'll be right back. I will pick up stitches, same as how I did on the other side. Okay, so I am going to pick up a total of 3 stitches right here on that same one, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to start knitting this. Where are my needles? So many needles. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I picked up the crochet hook because it's easy to pick up stitches. Just like this, as we did on the same other side, nothing different. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a stitch here, right here. That's too big. Yeah, go between. I don't want a big hole. Okay, turn my work. Knit the same. It's the same, identical how we did it. Nothing different. So I'm going to repeat this. And then it's going to be easy just because I can see the knit stitches here on this side. So what I'll do is I'll just grab my, pick the stitch, turn my work, and start knitting. And I will show you, I will do the same way as I did the other side, and I will finish it up, and I will put this on the mannequin for you to see how it looks. But later on I'm going to pick up stitches and knit the edge. Again, this is a v-neck. This collar mostly works on v-necks or anything around that you knit. Like on a crew neck, you can make this collar. Yeah, definitely it would work for baby cardigans, anything for adults, of course, sweaters, cardigans, even cows you can make this collar. Yeah, so I just wanted to share you this technique. Unfortunately, you can knit it separately and then sew it up, but it will not give you the same look. I tried, trust me, I tried so many cardigans that I got commissioned to knit. And every time I knit, I would say, no, it's not the way I want it. No, it's the customer likes it. But for me, it's a challenging. Like I always try to create something different, right? Better. Yeah. Just like this. Okay. So I will be right back. Ta-da! Doesn't this look nice? Oh my goodness. So I had to share this tutorial with you. I'm going to pick up stitches and from the edge, and I'm going to knit back and forth the same color of this. Or it can be, what you can do is, you can pick up, I have forgot to weave this end, I will weave it. You can pick up all the way here. If you're making a round collar, let's say, if it's around all the way here, you can pick up stitches all the way from here, and then knit this back area, and then later what you can do is you can knit this part is here. I hope you get the idea. Well, if I have a chance to do a round crew neck, I will show you how to do that as well. But today I'm working on a V-neck. So this is how it looks like, the collar, and when you fold it, see? And you can knit this long as you want. You can pull it. You can even make a hoodie. Yeah, why not? You can make it even a hoodie. Knit that high and then pick up stitches. You can go from there. So I hope this tutorial is helpful for you, how to knit the shawl collar for a V-neck. Just wanted to give you an idea. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. Yep. There's a lot of knitting involved, and it's going to be an art. Don't you think so? Stay tuned for the fashion show, because I'm not done. I'm still doing my increases, and I haven't done divided the body part yet, but I just had to do the collar and to show you how it looks like. So when I do this part, so I don't know, about 5-6 ridges. Ridges is these that I count. Again, when you knit 2 rows, you create a ridge on the knitting fabric. Yeah, you guys take care. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button so every time I post a new video you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. Happy knitting. Take care. Bye-bye.